Hello. Are you ready for peeping and sleeping? Peeping and sleeping. Peeping and sleeping. Stars filled the sky and peeps filled the night. Peep, 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 peep. Daddy, who's that peeping? Barry asked. I'll show you, said his father. Put on your slippers and we'll go outside. Now, in the dark? Yes, now, his father hugged him. I promise to stay nice and close. So out the door and down the path the two of them walked, holding hands in the warm spring night. Stay close, said Barry. I am, said his father. As they walked down the hill, the peeping grew louder. Peep, 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 peep. And when they reached the pond, the sound surrounded them. Peep, 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 peep. Here, said Barry's father, click this flashlight on and see what you can find. I'm a little scared, Barry whispered, but I still want to see. Barry took a deep breath and counted. 1, 2, 3. Then he turned on the flashlight. Click! All I see are weeds, said Barry. Look harder, urged his father. I see frogs, Barry shouted. Lots of tiny frogs. Peep, 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 peep. The frogs puffed into bubbles, a bubble for every peep. So you are the peepers, Barry smiled. You guessed their name, his father said. We call them spring peepers because they pop out of the pond every spring. I guessed, Barry said proudly, and he flew his flashlight around, surprising peepers in the mud and peepers in the weeds and peepers swaying high in the breeze. Peep, 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 peep. Barry watched the frogs hopping. Daddy, don't they ever sleep? Not at night, maybe during the day. Daddy, I want to be a peeper, Barry decided. Then I can stay up all night. Can you hop? His father teased. You know I can, Barry answered, and he hopped away, saying peep, 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 peep. Then he shouted, Daddy, come be a peeper with me. All right, and he leaped too, saying, beep, 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 beep. Not beep, Barry giggled, it's peep. Right, peep, peep, said his father, and they hopped down the path. Whoops, Barry laughed, I hopped out of my slippers. His father stopped and got them. We peepers don't need to wear slippers, Barry decided. You're right, said his father, and so they both hopped home barefoot, close as two frogs could be, through the long, cool, tickly grass. Here's our pond, pretended Barry as they hopped into the shimmering kitchen light. Now hop into bed, his father said. Barry did, and they said, good night. But as soon as Barry closed his eyes, he heard a soft peep, 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 peep. Barry opened his eyes. There's a peeper in here. He looked around the room, and then he swung upside down and peered under his bed. Daddy, come quick, Barry called. There's a peeper in my slipper. Stop teasing, his father said, and go to sleep. But it's true, Barry insisted. Well, I'll be, his father smiled. There is a peeper in your slipper. He must have hopped inside when your slipper came off. The peeper's lost, said Barry sadly. Let's take him back to the pond. He can find it himself, said Barry's father. Just put him on the windowsill and watch what happens. Okay, Barry put the frog in a puddle of moonlight. Peep, peep, the frog called. And a zillion frogs answered, peep, 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 peep. Plop, the peeper jumped down to the grass. Peep, leap. Peep, leap, and he was gone. Now it's back to bed, said Barry's father. Right, said Barry. You won't hear another peep out of me. And he closed his eyes and softly crooned, Peep, sleep, peep, sleep, peep, sleep. And as stars filled the sky and frogs filled the pond, Barry fell asleep, 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 asleep. The end. Bye.